when you think AI has gone too far, it gets taken 10 steps further.
Hello, I'm Alex, the recruiter at Club Pilates. Thank you for taking the time to interview today. As a sales associate at Club Pilates, you'll be working the front desk. Your main tasks include reaching out to leads, inviting them for an introductory Pilates class, and guiding them through our membership options to sign them up. This position heavily involves sales, so we seek someone with strong multitasking skills and a collaborative spirit. Does this align with what you're looking for?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Great. Let's dive in.
I find this to be absolutely disgusting. The fact that employers can get away with not showing up for us and using AI to conduct interviews for their company, but we're still expected to put a full face of makeup on, or do our hair, or put on our nicest clothes, and show our face on camera when there isn't even a real human being on the other side, is not only incredibly unfair, but it's lazy, it's disrespectful, and straight up dehumanizing. But this is where we are in 2025. These big corporations are allowed to phone it in as much as they please, but if we don't have a master's degree from Harvard and a Nobel Peace Prize on top of that, then we don't have what it takes to be hired? Okay.
Dude, I'm actually fucking cooked. Cashier sales associate, midday, second shift for Scotchman. You know what Scotchman is? Scotchman is a fucking gas station, right? Look what they want. A fucking master's degree! No, I don't have a master's degree. I'm fresh out of high school. What the fuck?
And I can guarantee you, even though you had to dedicate probably 6 years of your life to getting that degree, they still won't even bother to take 6 minutes out of their day to interview you face to face for the job and get AI to do it instead. Is that how people are getting rewarded for all their hard work nowadays?
Use vertical bar Pilates hop. No Pilates vertical bar Pilates, 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 vertical bar Pilates. I Pilates vertical bar Pilates, 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 vertical bar Pilates to Pilates, vertical bar 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 Pilates, vertical.
This is how truly little they care about us anymore. Do you know how disgusting it is to make a potential employee sit through this? This real woman was just trying to tell this company her schedule, her availability, and that she's ready to start at any time. And all she gets in response is an AI interviewer completely malfunctioning and responding with vertical bar Pilates, vertical bar Pilates, vertical bar Pilates over and over and over again, until it somehow runs out of breath. This is just a slap in the face, because not only can they not even show up for the interview, but they can't even make sure it works correctly for the person being interviewed. It just makes me angry how normalized this is becoming. And I completely agree with this comment. It should be an eye for an eye. If they think it's perfectly okay to use an AI interviewer, then it should be perfectly okay for me to use an AI interviewee. No?
Touch Besley, it's 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 touch Besley, let's touch Besley, it's touch Besley, it's touch.
In case you couldn't understand what it is that this AI was trying and clearly failing to say, it was, let's touch base. And you know what doesn't break down and collapse when they try and say that? A goddamn human. A living, breathing human being wouldn't waste time and have an interview be cut short because they're malfunctioning like a goddamn Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic while trying to say 3 of the most basic words known to the human language. It's absolutely pathetic. And again, even with schooling comes the hypocrisy, because this guy on TikTok said, just a reminder that at any point you can be accused of using AI to complete schoolwork and there's basically no other way to prove otherwise. This infuriates me for several different reasons. Not wanting students to use AI and then trusting AI over your students is crazy to me. I completely agree with this, because how are you not only going to use AI as your job interviewer, and we're not allowed to use AI in any capacity for our interviews, but you're also going to tell students not to use AI when using AI detection programming on their work when it wasn't written by AI to begin with. I'm sorry, but how's that fair? I'm actually curious if the rise of AI has caused students to start using less elaborate language because they're scared of being accused of using AI. Do you see why this whole AI experiment is quickly becoming sinister? Because now, if your schoolwork is too well written, then you're accused of using AI. So the only workaround to that is to purposely dumb your own work down so that when teachers pass it through an AI detector, it passes as human. And is that not just the most insulting thing ever? Not only do you have to make yourself look less intelligent than you are to accommodate to paranoid teachers, but AI is basically insinuating that we're stupid. Because if it was written like an idiot worked on it, then it must be written by a human, right? AI thinks we're stupid and we made it. Don't even get me started. And this is why it's disgusting that teachers and job employers are using AI on us now when deciding whether or not to pass us or to hire us, because at the end of it, AI is just replacing us anyways. So what is the point to any of this? It genuinely feels so hopeless. How are you supposed to create a new generation of people in the workforce when this is what you have them looking forward to? What's the point in studying so hard or working so hard if at the end of all of that hard work, it's just going to be AI replacing you anyways? It's depressing, because is there a future for us anymore? There's just something sinister about how inescapable it's becoming. It's being used to check schoolwork. It's being used in job interviews. It's being used in advertisements. And now even nail technicians are being affected by AI because their clients keep asking for unrealistic designs generated by AI. And not only is it concerning for the nail technicians who are constantly being asked to perform the impossible, but it's concerning that so many people are now unable to tell the difference between what's real and what's AI. So they end up being disappointed that they can't get something that isn't even real to begin with. So again, AI is quite literally painful for everyone in all professions on both sides, whether that be the customer or the provider. And in even more terrifying news, on April 29th, it was reported that Duolingo will replace contract workers with AI, and the company is going to be an AI first, says its CEO. And if that isn't the most horrifying look into our future, I don't know what is. Humans are quite literally abandoning humanity in their offices in favor of free work. They just don't want to admit that. They just want to use us as an excuse. Oh, we're doing it for you. It will be more efficient for you. Yeah, I'm sure it will be. AI is already changing how work gets done. It's not a question of if or when, it's happening now, Arn's email reads. When there's a shift this big, the worst thing you can do is wait. That is the worst thing you can do? The worst thing you can do is not use AI and encourage a human-only workforce? That's the worst thing. Oh my God. The fact that to billionaires, that is the worst case scenario, and not losing their job to AI that they've invested years of their life into, losing their paycheck to AI, and therefore not being able to properly provide for their families is so incredibly tone deaf. I don't even have words for it. Throughout the email, Arn describes how Duolingo will transition to becoming a more AI-focused company, including not using contractors to do work that AI can handle. So he's basically implying that if AI can do your job, you are essentially useless and replaceable. And I don't know how more people aren't in an uproar over this. The reason Duolingo is as successful of a company as it is today is because of those human beings that you're currently replacing. So let's see how well it goes without them, huh? I don't see it going well at all, funnily enough, because the people have made their voice known. They're deleting the app entirely and breaking their 1,000-day streaks to teach Duolingo a very valuable lesson. If you treat humans like they're expendable, we're gonna treat you the exact same way.
Okay guys, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, but if you are not using AI at work, you're gonna be left behind.
No, you've got this all mixed up. We will only be left behind if we keep using it. The only reason that people are getting left behind at their jobs for not using AI is because of the AI themselves. The AI is stealing our jobs and replacing us. So what we should be doing is denouncing AI and banning it from the workplace. Oh my God, the solution is so simple. Why are we falling into its trap? Humans will not be left behind by AI if we don't use the AI. 2 + 2 = 4, people. And the fact that celebrities like Katy Perry are now starting to use AI visuals and graphics at her concerts makes everything so much worse, because it just starts a dangerous trend for future artists on tour. Katy charges people up to $300 to see her in concert. So the fact that people who work in graphic design or videography and editing lost their jobs in favor of AI slop that was generated in 10 seconds for free makes that price of $300 seem like a complete and total ripoff. Because what exactly would you be paying $300 for? If there's less people to pay, then where's that money going to? Oh, that's right, Katy Perry's greedy ass. It's pure laziness and a lack of regard for her fans, and it sickens me. Because what are they paying $300 for? If that money isn't going to a team of employees behind the tour, then what are these long-time fans getting their money's worth out of? Because it's certainly not your dancing, I'll tell you that right now. So why exactly is it $300 if the production is this cheap? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Mwah. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.